It took Toronto-based HydroStore 7 years to develop a new way to store energy, an alternative to batteries. The technology can convert any type of energy, including wind and solar, into air, then store it in underwater or underground pressure containers for later use.
As we get better, there's export opportunities, and if the U.S. is slacking and not pushing that frontier, it allows companies like us to step in.
In the U.S., HydroStore wants to repurpose retired coal power plants and hire the former workers, a plan that HydroStore's CEO says is more realistic than Trump's.
I don't see him bringing the coal miners back to work like he's promising. I think technologies like ours have a much better prospect of putting coal miners back to work.
Canada has worked hard to get into the clean energy game. The government has been investing heavily, as have private funds. The sector now exports billions of dollars in clean energy technology, the vast majority of it sold to the U.S. Today's announcement won't necessarily cut off U.S. demand for Canadian exports. Washington doesn't control what states or private companies do. GE's CEO tweeted, "Disappointed with today's decision on the Paris Agreement. Climate change is real. Industry must now lead and not depend on government."
Beyond the severe energy restrictions.
Still, some experts say that targets set by federal governments for reducing emissions can make a difference.
And it is still important for, in all countries that are looking to reduce their emissions, to have the right policy framework that would essentially not allow fossil fuels to be essentially have a free ride.
Trump did an enormous favor for the American fossil fuel industry today, and his move is clearly not good for the fight against climate change. But the vast clean energy industry, which includes some of the largest companies in the U.S., launched years ago, and it will keep on going and growing in spite of Donald Trump. Jacqueline Hansen, CBC News, Toronto.